When you have been with a narcissist, there comes a point where you stop trusting your own voice. It is not always obvious when it happens. It is not like one day you wake up and suddenly cannot think for yourself. It is slower than that, like water eroding stone. At first, you doubt yourself over small things. What you remember, what you feel, whether you are overreacting. Over time, that doubt grows louder until you start to question everything you think and everything you need. And when the relationship finally ends, you might feel free, but also strangely lost, because somewhere along the way, you stopped hearing yourself. I am Zane, a relationship consultant and psychologist, and today on STR TV, we are talking about the slow and tender process of finding that voice, again, how to hear your own instincts after they have been drowned out, and how to trust the sound of you once more. Let's dive in. Number 1. How their voice becomes louder than yours. A narcissist does not just control through anger or charm, they control by gradually making their voice louder than yours, till it becomes the one you default to. Maybe it starts subtly. A small correction when you tell a story. A gentle that's not really what happened. Or a comment about how you are being too sensitive. It does not feel like manipulation at first. It feels like guidance, even care. But over time, those small corrections become constant. They question your memory. They rewrite events. They tell you how you should feel, how you should think, and what you should want. And eventually, you stop speaking up as much. You start asking them for answers you used to find inside yourself. You stop trusting what you know because their voice has become louder than your own. Number 2. The silence you are left with. When it ends, there is a strange, hollow silence.
Ow.
The constant noise of their voice, the opinions, the criticisms, the endless judgments is gone. You might think that silence would feel like relief, but at first it can feel terrifying. Because in their absence, there is not yet your own voice waiting to take its place. There is just emptiness. You might catch yourself hesitating over the smallest choices. What to wear, what to eat, what you like. You might find yourself thinking, what do I even believe anymore? Or what do I really want? So that silence can feel like standing in a room you once lived in, but do not recognize anymore. Number 3. Why hearing yourself again feels unnatural at first. Relearning to hear your own voice feels awkward. Almost unnatural in the beginning, because for so long you learned to override it. You learned to hush your instincts to avoid conflict. You learned to question your feelings because they always seemed to be wrong. So when that inner voice starts to speak again, it will sound faint, uncertain. You might not even recognize it as yours. You might wonder if it is trustworthier, if it is just another echo of what they made you believe. But that voice is still there and never left. It just needs space and safety to grow louder again. Number 4. How to start listening again. Finding your voice again is not dramatic. It is slow, almost invisible work. It might mean journaling every day, even if what you write feels messy and unclear, just to see your thoughts on paper. It might mean sitting in stillness and asking yourself, what do I really want right now? And letting the answer come without judgment. It might mean saying no to something small, just to remind yourself that your no has weight. And it might mean making mistakes, choosing wrong sometimes, and still being gentle with yourself. Because every decision you make for you, even the imperfect ones, is how your voice gets stronger. Number 5. Learning to trust what you hear. Hearing your voice is one thing, trusting it is another. That trust will not arrive all at once, because the old doubts will creep back in. You will question whether you are overthinking. You will wonder if you are too much. You will replay choices and feel that familiar sting of second-guessing. Every time you listen and follow through, your voice grows a little steadier. Every time you honor a gut feeling, even if it scares you, you prove to yourself that you can rely on it. Slowly, the voice that was once silenced becomes the foundation for who you are becoming. Number 6. Why this matters more than anything else. Because at the end of it all, hearing your own voice again is not just about recovery, it is about freedom. Freedom from the constant tug of their opinions, their manipulations, their rewriting of your reality. Freedom to trust that you can see clearly, that you can feel honestly, that you can live in a way that feels true to you, and that freedom is not just healing, it is the start of the life you deserved all along. Are you still in that silence, unsure what your own voice even sounds like? Or have you started to hear it again, faint, but growing stronger. What was the first decision you made just for you? Share your story in the comments. I always read them. And if this conversation feels like the reminder you needed, subscribe to STR TV. Because here we talk about the kind of healing that begins in the quiet and changes everything. Next time, we will talk about how to tell the difference between your true instincts and the fears they planted in you, and how to trust the right voice.